Alright, we're doing some more demolition in the kitchen. I need to put in a water line that runs down that's going to feed the ice maker. So the way I'm going to handle that, it's going to be kind of a sneak fest here. I'm going to come off here with a T, jet through these studs, continue on, and then right here I'm going to drop down, come through, and back up to the box. And the box, we're getting ready to refurbish it, so to speak, clean it up, give it a paint job, make it look pretty, and reuse it. Alright, well here's a little bit of nastiness we're getting ready to repurpose here. Gonna clean it all up, give it a nice fresh paint job, and it will look brand new. Alright, well this has been all painted up, ready to go in. Looks much better. Well, alright, nothing too exciting. Came off this cold water supply with a T. Managed to snake through all this business, drilling my holes. I did have to saddle around this vent pipe right here. This originally was all an exterior wall, which is why you see insulation in here, but right here now is technically inside the house because of that wall we just rebuilt. So I just used up whatever insulation I had. It wasn't worth keeping that little bit of scrap anyway. So here's the finished product. Like I said, I came into this compartment, went down, and then fed up from the bottom. Built a little framework around it to secure it in. Alright, well it's another rainy day. We're beginning to set these tubs. This is just a porcelain on steel. I had to do a little bit of revamping of the pipes. The light's not the greatest in here, so do the best I can. The actual drain, the P-trap, and the trap connector down there was somewhere over in this arena. So I just simply dug this down and jetted it over with a couple 45s and got it where I needed it based on the new tub. The old one had different dimensions on it. So rather than buying a complete new one of these, $2 for a new gasket here, a couple bucks for a tailpiece extension so I could extend this out because it was too short. Made quick work of that. Now, the reason I'm doing it this way is you don't necessarily have to do this. You could just simply turn this pipe from where it was, and if you had enough room, you can hit the drain that way, but the overflow will not be in line with it anymore. You could put a flexible pipe on here and bend that to where it needed to be to make that connection, but you couldn't use a trip lever. You'd have to use a tippy toe or a hand operated one here for the drain. Well, I like the stop and waste valves, with the lever here, so you need a straight pipe to do that. Plus, I'm repurposing most of this to save about 20 bucks times 2. So basically just came along, measured the height of the new tub. We've got the stringer on here now. Filled all the sand back in the hole. I'm actually going to do these after the fact, these valves. No particular reason other than I want to make sure I get them in line with this. So having this would be a known dimension. That'll allow me to put it. Alright, well I got lucky first time. I don't even have to pull it back out. I'm leveling both directions, no problem. I measured about 562 times before I got all this set and tightened up before I set the tub in. Sorry about the light there. So I'm at the stage now where this washer will get kind of pinched off and fit around under this. And then I'll use a liberal bead of plumber's putty around this and screw it in and tighten it up. It will get the strainer and bolt, and then the new trip lever, we're going with oil rub bronze, will get installed here and tightened up, but I'll need to put the pop up on it and get it adjusted, and then that'll complete this stage of the process. Alright, we got the drain installed, everything's looking good, as well as the trip lever. Works as it's supposed to. Moving along. Alright, got the second tub installed. Went just as easy as the first. Worked out just great. Getting ready to start putting in the new shower valve here, but like I said, since this is a different tub, I need to be in line with this overflow and drain. So the way I'm going to do that is I'll cut the pipe somewhere down here. I'll 90 through this stud, come up, and then 90 back into the new valve that's going to hug this 2x4. And on the cold one, it'll just extend off that T, make up that gap, and then just move the shower head over to hug that stud, and everything should be fine. Okay, I've got the new shower valve installed. Wasn't too bad at all. Everything's looking good. Hopefully you can see what I meant by having to 90 on this hot side and take it through the stud up and then back into the valve, because I needed to get it close to that stud to keep in line with everything else. Water's on, it's been pressure tested. All is looking good. One more to go. Alright, well, we got the second valve installed here. Worked out identical to the other one, so it went in about half the time. Just mirrored what was over there. Second verse, same as the first. Alright, well, we're back on tub detail. Just to kind of give you an idea of what I'm doing here. I saw a pretty good video on how a guy was installing them, and I really liked it. So what he did was use this butyl tape, which is 6 inches wide, and went down over the flange and stuck it down to it. It's self-adhesive. And then put the vapor barrier atop that, so no water can get up high enough to get out into the wall cavity. If anything breaks down later, grout, whatnot, and if anything gets behind the tiles, because of a breakdown, it will run down and sheet off into the tub. This vapor barrier, there's different schools of thought whether to use it or not. I'm using it, but I didn't go all the way to the ceiling. I went up just beyond where the tile's going to stop, so the wet area is definitely going to be down low enough. So we're getting ready to hang the Durarock. Alright, well, it's starting to take the shape of a bathroom again. We got the Durarock installed here. This stuff's actually pretty easy to work with. Just score it with a utility knife, snap it like drywall, cut the other side, and use a rasp. So anyway, got the cutouts gone. Everything's looking good. But I'm going to jump off and do the other bathroom, including drywall, because I need to relocate this toilet back to the original place where it came from, so we can hang the drywall in here, and I don't want to move it twice. Alright, well, here's a quick shot of the bathroom and the master bedroom. Got all the sheetrock hung, relocated the toilet, wrapping up the other one now.